you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
It looks like it's Manny Jackson.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Hello and welcome to Lenape High School for another boys varsity basketball playoff matchup between the Lenape Indians and the Clearview Pioneers. My name's Jack Miller, alongside me Scott.
Hi, Jack.
Scott, what can you expect in today's game?
Well, this is one that you don't see very often. We don't see Clearview very often up in this area. But I'll tell you what, they're on a roll. They have confidence coming in. But they're going up against a really tough Lenape team that can score and can defend. But I look for a great matchup here today, Jack, on LDTV.
Sounds like it's going to be a great one, so stick around.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or comegnolaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Tucci's Mini Hoagies. Mini Hoagies, catering trays, and grab-and-go salads. 856-888-1853. Online at tucci'smini.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
They're going to start introducing the starting lineups real quick. Hello and welcome back to Lenape High School for another boys varsity basketball playoff matchup between the Clearview Pioneers and the Lenape Indians.
Going over the starting lineups here right now, Jack. First for Clearview and then for the Indians.
We've got Justin McNichols, Nick D'Alfonso, Howie Miller, Joe Reiling, and Dom Thomas. And for the Indians, we got Matt Alexander, Anthony Cortez, Connor Kennedy, Derek Simpson, and Riley Spitsness.
Be interesting to see this. The beginning of this game is going to be interesting to see that first 2 or 3 minutes. See how Clearview handles a good crowd here. The Lenape Pep Band, decided home court advantage. Clearview's a good 45-minute ride from here. So not a lot of spectators able to get here for the start of the game. But with Lenape kids already being here, it should be a very advantageous situation for the Indians.
It's time now for the equitable piece of the game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. Together we will be the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. For Clearview, they must contain Derek Simpson.
Number 3 can light up a scoreboard in a hurry, and so they're going to have to keep somebody on him and not give him open looks.
Lenape has to be patient on offense. Is it working? As we get ready for tip-off, McNichols and Cortez will be tipping off at the start of this game.
And as I was saying, Jack, I think the first couple of minutes are going to be key here as to see how this tempo, because Clearview has to slow down the Lenape offense.
Yeah, both teams want to win 50-50 balls, so that's one of the keys. This is the third key before we got interrupted. Ref bounces the ball, and we'll get this game underway, and Lenape will win the tip-off. Derek Simpson brings up the ball. Miller guarding him up. Kennedy now with the ball. Cortez has it, trying to drive in on McNichols. In the post, gives it to Simpson, driving in, trying to get a pass off, but it is tipped. And now we'll go to the Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. And now we'll send it over to Gabrielle Turgeon with the report.
Both Clearview and Lenape boys are excited for playoffs. According to Clearview's head coach, Rob McArcher, they haven't had much playoff success, so they're hoping number 25, Justin McNicholas, number 11, Joe Reiling, and number 3, Dom Thomas pull through for this game. When talking to Lenape's head coach, Matt Wolf, he said the boys feed off the crowd's energy, so they're hoping they're very excited. He said to keep a special eye out for number 3, Derek Simpson, number 35, Anthony Cortez, and number 2, Connor Kennedy. This is going to be an intense game, and both teams are very excited. Now back to you.
That was a great report by Gabrielle Turgeon. McNichols bringing up the ball, going up against Alexander. Gives it to D'Alfonso, to Miller. Back to D'Alfonso. Gives it to Reiling. In the post, McNichols, and he gets a nice post move basket and puts the Clearview Pioneers up 4-2.
Can't let him have that position down low like that. Got to do something to keep him off the block down there.
Alexander with the ball.
Nice ball movement by Clearview on that last offensive possession.
Cortez passing it to Alexander. Back at the top, gives it to Simpson. Simpson gives it to Kennedy. Pump fakes. Alexander puts up a 3 off the
nice offensive
rim.
rebound. Spitness done a nice job there.
Gives it to Simpson. Simpson with the drive, and just goes in and out. Howie Miller with the rebound. Gives it to D'Alfonso. Miller with the ball at the top of the key. D'Alfonso for 3. Bang! He got it. That's a 3 for the Pioneers, and it's 7-2.
Quick start for the Pioneers.
Kennedy will bring up the ball. Trying to look for a pass to Alexander. He's getting well covered by Thomas. Simpson now has the ball. Spitsness with the screen. Simpson
Nice
Guarded by
crossover.
Miller, pulls up,
Nice.
gets the mid-range shot for 2. That would be his first basket tonight.
Real nice ball handling there by Simpson to get the open look.
Thomas bringing it up. Gives it to McNichols. Gives it to Reiling. Reiling puts up a nice jumper. That'll be 9-4 Pioneers. Simpson will bring up the ball. Cortez with the screen. Simpson, nice handles. Just goes in and out off the mid-range shot. Thomas bringing up the ball, pushing the tempo. Gives it to Delfonso. Pump fakes, drives in on Cortez, and gets a foul. Foul by Anthony Cortez. That'll be his first foul tonight. The first foul of the game, too. Delfonso will go to the free throw line. His first shot is missed. We'll go back again for a second one. Delfonso, one of the captains of the Pioneers tonight. Delfonso misses both of them as Kennedy gets
If
the
Clearview
rebound.
is going to stay in this game, and they're already ahead, but if they're going to need to make free throws here this afternoon.
Cortez gives it to Kennedy, gives it to Simpson.
Good ball
Simpson
movement.
with a nice shot from mid. Bounces, lucky home bounce, and it goes in. Dom Thomas. Bring it up. Derek Simpson is their stud on the Lenape Indians. McNichols is their great player for the Pioneers. Nick Nichols puts up a 3. No good, but rebound by Thomas. Thomas, nice layup. Right in Alexander's face.
Yeah, you got to box out there.
Thomas is a point guard who averages 7.5 boards a game. He had 20 rebounds in a game earlier this season. We'll be seeing a lot of boards from
Well,
him
you saw him
tonight.
get good inside position there down low, and he was right there. He was the man to get that rebound and put it back.
Yeah, Cortez trying to drive in on McNichols. Cortez bounces up.
Couple of
Nice rebound by Delfonso. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas again pushing the tempo. That's a 3 from Riley. Deep 3, and it's good.
Wouldn't surprise me to see Coach Wolf take a timeout
And Wolf
right here.
just took a timeout right as you said that, and it's 14-6 Clearview.
That's a big start. The first 5 minutes, the Pioneers put up 14-6 lead. And they're shooting the ball. They haven't missed but one shot, so it's a timeout for the Indians for Coach Wolf to talk it over.
Yeah, that was a deep 3 from Riley.
You see the Lenape bench there. Coach Wolf in his second year now as head coach. Took over last year for Mr. Guitar.
Wazienko, Salmons, and Rohr are the assistant coaches for Lenape.
Dave Rohr, of course, longtime Lenape teacher, just retired last school season.
Yeah.
Got some old timers in the building today. Dave Lafferty, longtime Lenape guidance counselor, Seneca baseball coach, longtime district employee, is here now working at Georgian Court University. So he's here looking for some athletes for his program. So some old timers in the building today.
Yeah. DeCont will come in for Clearview. He's guarding Kennedy right now. Kennedy getting trapped
Nice
by 2
double
people.
team.
And there's
they're
a
gonna get him
foul.
for a foul.
Howie Miller with the first foul for Clearview. Both teams have 1 foul. Spitsness will inbound the ball.
Nice trap over here on the wing, though. Lenape's got to come bring somebody over there to help out on that, or they're going to get a 5-second call in the future.
Inbounds it to Simpson. Simpson guarded by McNichols.
Nice
Finds a nice cut by
backdoor.
Spitsness, and it goes in. 14-8.
Nice backdoor there.
Thomas bringing it up. Guarded by Kennedy. Looked like a travel, but he gave it to DeCont for 3, and it's good. All their points, most of their points, have been from 3s. They need to get their perimeter defense up real quick if they're going to stay in this game. Kennedy with a nice drive, but it goes right over the rim. And it'll be a board by Thomas. Thomas looking for some space. DeCont once again with a drive. A nice block by Cortez. And a rebound by Simpson. Simpson trying to get a move on Miller. Gives it to 24. Gives it to Kennedy. Pass to Switzness. Simpson with the ball. Gives it to 24.
It's Tavon Gaither.
Cortez getting into the post
Nice
against Akan.
spin.
Nice spin from Cortez. It'll be another 2 points for Lenape. Minute 40 left in this quarter. McNichols. It looks like a jump ball, but they'll call a foul.
Nope, jump ball.
Jump ball.
Possession arrow goes for Clearview. So after they inbound, they'll switch that.
It'll be Lenape's for the next jump ball.
Or at the end of the quarter,
Or
yeah.
end of the quarter, yeah. Miller will inbound it. Looking for someone open, they give it to Thomas. Thomas guarded by Kennedy. Miller guarded by Cortez. Gives it back to Thomas. Thomas trying to drive on Spitsness. Nice drive and nice layup for Thomas. That's another 2 points for Thomas and the Pioneers as they have a 9-point lead.
And there's a turnover.
Simpson.
This is going about
Nice.
as poorly as it could for
Yeah.
Coach Wolf and his boys. The Pioneers are hot. They've made a lot of their, most all their shots. Couple of turnovers by the Indians. 1
Thomas.
minute to go in the first quarter.
Thomas looking for DeCont, finds him, gives it back to Thomas. McNichols driving in, puts it up, and it's off the rim, and Lenape battling for the board. They give it to Simpson. Simpson finds Spitsness. Spitsness with a pump fake, driving in on Reiling, and it's just off the back of the rim.
Nice,
as
nice.
Reiling gets the board.
Yeah, that was a
Give it
nice
to
job
Miller.
of blocking out
Miller
there by
to
Riley.
DeCont. DeCont for three. It's off the front rim. And board by Reiling. Pump
then
fakes,
throws
and
it
it'll
away.
be off of.
Surprised
That
he
is
didn't go
Lenape's
right.
ball, I think. Yeah,
Surprised
Lenape's ball.
Reiling didn't go right back up with that.
Yeah, I thought he would too.
I mean, there was defenders there, but maybe get it, get the call on foul. 18 seconds. I'd be surprised if Lenape doesn't hold
Yeah.
for one here, Jack.
Simpson's just dribbling it out. Trying to get the last bucket of the quarter. Gives it to Cortez. Alexander goes around him, gives it to Simpson. They have 8 seconds. Simpson trying to get some space, pulls up, and it's good. 3 seconds remaining. Try and get off something. McNichols with a long heave. It's no good. It'll be 19-12 at the end of the quarter. Clearview up. Poor perimeter defense by Lenape so far in this game.
Giving him too many good looks,
Yeah.
and Clearview's hitting the shots. That last 3 ball there by DeCant was really the only 3-pointer they've missed.
Yeah.
They've got three 3-pointers, and they've got 5, regular 2-point field goals. No foul trouble on anybody, just 1 for each side.
Yeah.
Lenape's going to have to play a lot better defense,
Yeah.
like you said. They cannot allow Clearview to have that many open shots.
Yeah.
There you see our score at the end of the first quarter here. The Clearview Pioneers 19, the Lenape Indians 12 in a South Jersey Group 4 quarterfinal matchup.
Now we're going to the replay. Ivy Rehab.
Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com. 856-314-5114.
Got a replay from Clearview.
This is going to be DeCant driving in, and here comes Cortez with a
with a
great block, good
great
body control, so he didn't draw a foul with the body. Got all ball, nicely defended. Indians need a little bit more of that. They'll get
Simpson with the
possession to
ball.
start quarter 2, though.
Yeah. Simpson with the ball, passes to Spitness, pump fake, gives it to Cortez, driving in on McNichols.
Oh,
Post
that's a
move, but that's
travel.
a travel.
And I stand corrected, as you can see in the background, it appears that the Clearview, I'm guessing they had to bus up, I would bet.
Yeah.
I see the cheerleaders over there and a lot of the student body. So
Yeah.
if that's the case, kudos to the Clearview Regional High School District for getting their young men and young ladies to come up here this afternoon.
Cortez puts up a shot, in and out. Gaither with the rebound, gives it to Simpson.
Yeah, that was McNichols, and he
Yeah.
just missed it. Oh, nice drive.
Simpson
Draws the foul.
draws
Oh.
the foul, but nothing. Basket will not go in, and Simpson will go to line for 2.
6 points right now for Derek Simpson. He is the leading scorer for the Indians here early in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Chance to cut into the Pioneer lead.
Simpson, first free throw is good. Go for the second one. Try and cut this deficit. They're down 6.
23, Howie Miller drew the foul, his second, so he is replaced now by number 2, Cartier Robinson.
Simpson will make the second one. Will be down 5. Thomas bringing up the ball for the Pioneers. Simpson guarding them up. They give it to Deacon. They give it to D'Alfonso. And that will be a close
Nice
turnover. Nice save by Robinson.
Cartier Robinson. I thought it was coming right to me, Jack.
Yeah.
You know,
trying to find
you know I'd
space.
have made that play, Jack.
Thomas pulls up. And it'll be off the backboard. It'll be a foul on Matt Alexander for an arm on Robinson's neck.
First personal foul, second team foul for the Indians.
Robinson will inbound it. DeCont trying to get open in the corner. They give it to McNichols, and it'll be Clearview's ball.
Nice defense by the Indians there. As soon as that ball came into McNichols, there were 2 guys right on him.
Yeah. Trying to inbound it off Cortez's foot.
So we'll try it again.
Yeah. It'll be the 3rd time they inbounded it. Let's see if they pull it off this time. No one's moving. They give it to McNichols. McNichols with the pump fake.
He thought
they
about
give it to Thomas. Thomas gives it to DeCont. DeCont for 3. And that's an air ball. DeCont 1 for 3 from 3. He only has 3 points. Simpson with a pull-up jumper, and it's no good. And DeCont with the rebound. They give it to Thomas. Thompson with a nice spin on Simpson. Thomas going to drive in with a Euro step, but it's off the front rim as Gaither gets the rebound. Simpson will bring up the ball. Looked at Spitness, but we'll give it to Alexander for 3. Bang! He got it for 3, and it's now a 2-point deficit for the Indians. Thomas will bring up the ball. Gives it to DeCont. DeCont looking for some space, trying to find someone open as well. Gives it to Thomas. Cortez now on Thomas. Thomas looking in the corner. Finds nothing, gives it to McNichols. McNichols with a drive. And it's a travel by McNichols. It'll be Indians ball.
With a chance to take the lead or tie it, either one.
5:53 left in the second quarter.
Joe Riling back in now for the Pioneers. Big
Simpson.
3-pointer there by Matt Alexander just a moment ago to bring the Indians within a bucket.
Simpson guarded by Thomas. Cortez with the screen. Simpson trying to find some space. Gives it to Cortez, guarded by McNichols. Gives it back to Simpson. Simpson calling a play. Gives it to Cortez. Cortez finds Gaither to 24, and that's in! They tie the game, and it's 19-19. Robinson will bring up the ball. Close playoff matchup on LDTV right now.
7-0 run for the Indians to start this quarter.
They give it to McNichols. Almost drew the double team. Gives it to D'Alfonso. Cortez draws it and gets a charge, and it'll be Indians ball. Simpson draws the foul, and it'll be Indians ball.
First personal foul, third team foul on Clearview. And now the Indians a chance to take their first lead of the game.
Simpson bringing it up. Guarded by Robinson. Screened by Cortez. Gives it to Gaither.
Lenape's done a nice job shutting off McNichols offensively so far this quarter.
They give it to Simpson, and it'll be a foul on the jump shot. And Simpson will go to the line for 2 once again.
Foul's going to be on Cartier Robinson, his first, team 4th now.
This is his second time at the line tonight.
And he's 2 for 2 the first time.
Yep. Simpson will make his first free throw. It's 3 for 3 so far. Take their first lead, 20-19. Simpson gets his second free throw, perfect at the line tonight as it's 21-19.
And the best news for Coach Wolf, as I look down, Derek Simpson's only a sophomore.
Yeah, I know.
So
He's going to have him for 2 more years after this year. Gives it to Reiling. Reiling for 3 off the front rim. And Cortez trying to get the rebound, and he does. Nice rebound, and it'll be a foul on Reiling.
it wouldn't shock me if we see a timeout here by Coach McKercher.
Yeah.
They're not playing with the same
Aggressiveness.
well, aggressiveness is not the word I'm looking for. Not the same confidence that they had in that first quarter. A couple of maybe missed opportunities on some drives, and that's not a smart foul there. You weren't going to get possession of the ball. You had 2 Lenape guys there with the ball, and there's a Lenape turnover. So
yeah, that's another Lenape turnover. This time by Cortez. Last time was by Simpson. Robinson will inbound it to Miller. Miller will bring it up. Be guarded by Gaither. Gives it to D'Alfonso. It gives it to McNichols, but it's a walk.
That's twice. Last 2 times he's tried that move, and both times been called for a walk. He's taken 1 extra step. Said something to the referee, and the referee said that's too many.
Yeah.
So
Alexander will now bring it up for the Indians. Alexander looking for Simpson, gets it to him off a rough pass, gives it to Gaither. Gaither for 3. And it's off the back rim as McNichols will get the board, and Robinson will get it off of the loose ball. Robinson pushing the tempo like they were earlier this game. Gives it to Reiling. Reiling looking for some space, gives it to D'Alfonso. Gives it to Miller. Miller trying to find some space, looking for a pass. Trying to give it to D'Alfonso. Steal by Simpson. Simpson will try and get a fast break score. Gives it to Spitsness. Spitsness with a nice layup. Another 2 points for the Indians.
there's
and Clearview
Coach
will call a
McKercher's
timeout. As it's 23-19 Indians.
11-0.
11-0 run in this second quarter. Clearview has no points so far in this quarter.
And 13 when they had the last 2 of the first half, if you remember, right before the end of the half, or quarter, I mean. A whole different Lenape team here this quarter than what they came out. They withstood a furious start by the Pioneers, who were up 19-10 at one point.
Yeah.
And they have scored 13 straight to boost the lead to 4. And now the question is, after this timeout, can the Clearview Pioneers come out of this timeout with as much momentum as the Indians came out at the beginning of the quarter?
See what Clearview can do now. Now it's time for the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab physical therapy at ivyrehab.com. This is Simpson's fast break off his assist.
Real nice pass
Spitsness.
here to Spitsness.
No look pass.
And
off
real
McNichols.
good finish.
A nice finish off the tip. I think McNichols tipped that. We'll get back to the game, and Miller will bring up the ball for Clearview. McNichols yelling at Reiling.
Spitsness doing a tremendous job on McNichols. He only has 4 points. And they were early in the game.
Yeah. Gives it to Robinson. Robinson struggling with the ball. McNichols pulls up a 3. That is not even close. Give it to Alexander off the rebound by Gaither. Alexander will bring up the ball.
Lenape has ramped up the defensive pressure.
Spitsness with a nice drive in the and 1 by Spitsness. And he'll go to the line for an and 1.
Foul is going to be on McNichols, his first. That is the 6th team foul.
When do they get in the bonus? After
7.
7?
So the next foul would put Lenape in the bonus.
Yeah. Spitsness puts it in for the free throw. Ref calling timeout, and the subs will be in. DeCont will come in, and Thomas will come in. D'Alfonso will be on the bench. Reiling will bring it in. Thomas will bring it up. Guarded by Simpson. Gives it to McNichols, guarded by Spitsness. Gives it to Reiling. Cortez guarding him. Simpson with a nice steal, and he's on the break with a nice layup. Let's go. 28-19. as they are just as they're just steamrolling past them in the second quarter. Thomas gives it to McNichols. McNichols finds Ryling. Ryling pulls up a three. And it's another air ball for Clearview, and Simpson will bring it up on the fast break. Gives it to Cortez, and he gets fouled. And he'll go to the line for two.
Second foul on Justin McNichols.
18-0 run in this second quarter. Cortez going for his first free throw of the night. Cortez makes his first. Lenape Indians up 10 in the second quarter with 2:09 left in this game. Cortez get one more shot at the line. Cortez swishes it in. 30-19, Indians are up by 11.
7 for 7 from the free throw line for the Indians.
That is crucial for this
They
game.
make foul shots, you win games.
Yeah. Miller puts up a three, and he hits it. They finally score a point in the second quarter, and it's 30-22. Howie Miller with a nice three. Simpson gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy with a drive on DeCon. Puts it in! And another basket from the Indians. Kennedy gets his first shot tonight. Thomas will bring it up. Looking for space. And it's a carry by Thomas, and on the Indians' ball. Simpson gives it to Spitsness. Gives it to Cortez. Gaither now has the ball, who gives it to Spitsness. Spitsness driving on Riley, gives it to Kennedy. Gives it to Simpson. Simpson with a nice cross. Didn't find any opening though. Cortez with a three. Off the back of the rim. Gaither battling for the board. That's off DeCon, and it's Indians' ball. Nice momentum swing from the Indians. Spitsness will bring it in. Will inbound the ball. Gives it to Kennedy. Back out to Spitsness. Gives it to Derek. Derek pulls up off the front of the rim. Gaither with a nice board. Tries to put it up, but blocked by Thomas. Trying to find an open man. Gives it to Cortez. Bang! He got another three for the Indians. 45 seconds left in this half. Simpson trying to get a steal, but it's a reach. Simpson trying to steal it off of Thomas, but refs call a foul for a reach. DeCont will inbound the ball. Gives it to Thomas. McNichols now with the ball. Trying to find an opening, but Spitsness with a turnover, and it's a foul on McNichols.
Foul.
And they're now in the bonus.
It's a bad foul, though, with 30 seconds to go. Your best player's got 3 fouls now. He's going to have to go to the bench. And he's going to have to start the third quarter probably on the bench.
How many fouls does he have?
3.
3 fouls for McNichols.
I have him for 3. Unless they change it. The board only shows 2, but I have him for 3.
Is it 5 fouls where he gets fouled out? Spitsness with a free throw, and he makes it.
I'll have to check that at halftime.
36-22, Indians are up. Spitsness off the back of the rim. Cortez tips it, but right to Thomas, who's on Clearview. Thomas trying to get driving in, but he misses the layup. Overshot it. Simpson now with the ball, bringing it up for the Indians. Simpson trying to get some space, trying to find an open man.
Coach Wolf calls out one shot here.
14 seconds are going to waste the clock.
24-3 in this quarter. In
Simpson,
terms of scoring.
Thomas on him. Simpson looking for a shot. Driving in, but he misses it off the backboard. DeCont going up for the shot. Before halftime, I think Anthony Cortez tipped that. It might be a block, his second block tonight for the Indians. And the Indians will be up 36-22 as Clearview only scored 3 points in that second quarter. Great change of defense from the Indians. It'll be halftime for this playoff boys varsity basketball matchup. Great momentum swing in the second quarter from the Indians tonight. Cheerleaders will come out. McNichols with 3 fouls. Close, halfway to being fouled out.
I'll have to check on that one,
Yeah.
though. They only had the board had him for 2, but when we come back from halftime, I will be able to give you the updated foul total for number 25.
Yeah. What do you think Clearview has to do to get back in this game?
Oh, Clearview's got to go back to playing good offensive ball. They forced a bunch of shots there, but Lenape really ramped up the defense.
They did.
Which then in turn led to good fast break opportunities. And they shot the ball much better the second quarter than they did the first quarter. And there's our score at halftime. The Lenape Indians 36, the Clearview Pioneers 22. And we'll be back for today's second half.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Tucci's Mini Hoagies. Mini Hoagies, catering trays, and grab-and-go salads. 856-888-1853. Online at tucci'smini.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hello, we are back to Lenape High School.
And an early turnover, so things are not going well for the Clearview Pioneers now.
Yeah, at the start of this third quarter, it is 36-22. Lenape Indians are up against the Clearview Pioneers. It's the boys varsity basketball playoff matchup, round 2. Both teams won their first game, now trying to battle for a third game to go to the semis. Kennedy with a nice drive, gives it to Simpson though. Simpson with a nice floater, and it goes
that's a
in.
nice touch.
Simpson with another 2 points on the night.
Gives him 14 on the game, and the leading scorer for either team. Leading scorer for Clearview, 5, Joe Riling. Lenape Simpson now with 14. Spitsness had 10 in the first half.
Riling puts up a 3. off the back of the rim.
Do you notice, though, he
And
had
there's a foul on the floor.
Do you notice, Jack, he had the shot and kind of hesitated? That kind of throws off your timing.
Yeah, it does.
So he shot the ball a little hard and went off the back of the iron.
Yeah, foul on the floor, push
Connor
on
Kennedy,
the Indians on Kennedy. Miller will inbound it.
first personal foul, first team foul of the second half. Indian lead up to 16 now.
D'Alfonso gets the inbound, gives it to Reiling. Gets a screen by D'Alfonso. Trying to find an open man, gives it to Miller. Finds D'Alfonso wide open for three. Off the front of the rim, though, and Spitzness gets the board.
Those shots that fell the first quarter and first 7 minutes of the game, they're not going down now for the Pioneers.
He finds Alexander in the corner. Bang! Another three for the Indians. It is 41-22.
Matt Alexander's taken 2 shots, both three-pointers, and made them both.
2 for 2. Simpson with
Another
a steal. Going in on Miller with a nice move and a layup by Simpson. That was a nice move by Simpson to get those easy 2 points. Thomas will now bring up the ball. Reiling puts up a three. Off the back of the rim. Miller almost had the board. And then Kennedy is off D'Alfonso. It'll be Lenape's ball. Kennedy will inbound it. Simpson, bring it up. And it'll be a foul on Clearview. And Simpson will inbound it.
That'll be D'Alfonso's third personal.
Simpson inbounding it, trying to find someone open. He gives it to Cortez. He finds Spitzess. Spitzess trying to find an open man. Is on D'Alfonso. Goes in on D'Alfonso and gets a foul.
And that's going to be his fourth.
That's his fourth foul by D'Alfonso.
That's going to bring McNichols back in.
Who has 2 fouls, not 3, like we said earlier. Spitzess will be at the line. Second free throw of the night goes in. 2 for 2.
No, he's 2 for 3. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1 in the first half. So he's 3 for 4, which is still good.
Yeah, still good.
Lenape's only missed 1 free throw all night.
And that's from Spitzess. So Spitzess, another free throw, goes in.
Great rotation on the ball there.
They're just pouring the lead on Clearview now, up by 23. Thomas gives it to DeCont. Trying to find someone open. Alexander with some nice D. Alexander almost with a foul, but Reiling puts it up and in. Another bucket for Clearview, as they need some momentum to get back in this game. Cortez puts up a three. Bang! Another three from the Indians. That's their second this quarter.
And second of the game, three-pointer for Cortez, who now has 10.
Thomas trying to get some space on Kennedy. Gives it to Reiling. Reiling looking for that three, but he gives it to Thomas. Thomas driving on Spitzess, and there's a foul on the floor. That'll be on Spitzess, as I think it'll be a reach.
That's his first team foul. Second against the Indians.
Miller will inbound it, gives it to Thomas. Thomas crosses Kennedy. Reiling with a mid-range off the back of the rim as Thomas gets the board. Puts a nice move on.
Nice.
But nice defense by Kennedy as Alexander will get the rebound. Simpson is against Miller. Simpson finds Kennedy. Kennedy puts up a three. But it's off the back of the rim as it rolls out. DeCont with the rebound and gives it to Thomas. Thomas trying to push up the momentum. Nice layup by Thomas. Be another layup for the Clearview Pioneers as Matt Wolf, head coach for the Indians, will call timeout.
No, I think McCarcher called that. Yes, it is Clearview's timeout.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought you could only call timeout when you had the ball.
No, after a made basket. You're right, normally, but after a made basket, you can.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you were absolutely right. Normally, you couldn't call it if Lenape, had already inbounded, let's say.
Yeah.
But before Lenape takes possession, you can hit the timeout right away. 48-26. Lenape's been on quite a roll here since that first quarter.
They've been red hot in the second and third quarter. First quarter was a little rough, but they got their momentum back and they got where they want to be. And now it is time for the Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. Now I'll send it over to Gabrielle Turgeon with the report.
With Clearview being down 14 points, head coach Rob McArcher needs them to stop selling the bad shots and be competitive. When talking to Lenape's head coach Matt Wolf, he said the boys need to just keep playing how they're doing, but be patient. Now back to you.
Thank you, Gabby. That was a nice report. Kennedy with the ball, gives it to Simpson in the corner.
Appreciate both coaches taking time to talk to us.
Simpson trying to find an open man. Looked for Alexander, but couldn't find him. Nice move by Simpson on Thomas. Finds Alexander, who gives it to Kennedy.
Here's the patience Coach Wolf was talking about in Gabby's report.
Nice passing from the Indians. Being very patient right now. Kennedy gives it to Simpson. Alexander. Now at the top of the three-point line. Gives it to Simpson.
No rush here for the Indians, looking for the good shot.
Nice defense by Clearview. Riling with some nice D on Kennedy.
Yeah, but
Lenape's
not going to force anything here.
Yeah.
They're going to pass the ball around, they're going to dribble it, they're going to find the open man, and they're going to get a good look at it.
And they don't need to push anything.
And there it is,
Finds
right
Kennedy
there.
on the layup, and he gets it. Another basket for the Indians. Kennedy 2 for 3 on the night. Thomas will bring it up. Kennedy guarding him. Finds McNichols, who hasn't scored much as he usually does. And Thomas with a nice layup against Alexander. McNichols averages 17 points per game this season, but only has, I think, 4 points tonight.
And that was early in the first quarter. He hasn't scored in over a half.
Yeah.
So all of the second quarter, most of the first, almost 3 quarters without getting a basket or a point of any kind.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's coming off 32 points in his last game. That tells you what I said in the opener, what a great defensive team Lenape is, and they're showing it here today.
Kennedy with a layup, but he airballs the floater. DeCont with the rebound and overpasses it to McNichols. That'll be out of bounds and Indians ball. Turnovers haven't really been a factor this game. It has been clean on turnovers overall.
Levant Kirk Connolly, number 10, checks in for the Pioneers.
And he'll be against Simpson.
First time we've seen him in the ball game.
Simpson trying to find some separation. Nice handles, but it goes right to Spitsness off the loose ball. He finds Cortez, gives it to Kennedy. Nice ball movement by the Indians. Gaither also checked in as well. And Simpson will get his own rebound and put it up and in.
18 now for Derek Simpson.
Some nice scoring from Simpson in this game. Leading scorer for both teams. Finds Riling in the corner. Off the front of the rim. Cortez with a nice rebound.
Real good defensive position. Real good defensive position by Cortez.
A minute 40 left in this game, in this third quarter. Crosses. Simpson with a nice cross, but it's off the back of the iron. And it'll be Clearview ball.
Justin McNichols coming out of the game.
Miller brings it up. Thomas now with the ball. Spitsness is on him. Riling puts up a corner three, and it's off. And DeCont with a board. Nice layup by DeCont. That'll be his second basket tonight. His first basket was a 3 earlier in this game. Clearview down by 22. Simpson, nice pass to Kennedy, close to being a turnover. Kennedy looking for some space and a pass. Gives it to Simpson. Connolly almost with a turnover, gives it to Gaither. And it's a nice layup by Gaither. Simpson with a nice assist. Be a timeout. Lenape up by 24 off of a Gaither layup.
Lenape calls time after the made basket of the 30-second variety. 24-point Indian lead. At one point, they trailed by 9 in the first quarter.
Then we got the Ivy Rehab replay, Ivy Rehab physical therapy at ivyrehab.com. This is Simpson's assist to Gaither. No look pass. Gaither with a
Nice
nice
pump fake.
finish
Yeah.
over Ryland.
And that's, Clearview talked about, and one of our keys was stopping Derek Simpson.
Yeah.
Well, there's what happens. When you throw a second guy at him, it leaves Gaither, in this case, pretty much uncovered. He makes a nice bounce pass to Gaither, who finishes, and Lenape ends up with a basket.
Yeah.
So even though Derek Simpson doesn't get the basket, he creates so much trouble for the defense that it allows his teammates to get involved and score baskets as well.
Yeah, and they've given up 18 points on Simpson, so. Eli Williams now checks into the game. Cortez falls for the pass fake. Connolly with a nice hop step. And it'll be Indians ball off of DeCont. Eli Williams bringing it up. He's a junior, 6 feet tall. Trying to look for someone open. But he drives in on Riley. Nice speed from Williams, and he gets a layup. Burst of speed was an easy layup for Williams. Now it's on Thomas. Connolly with a travel after he makes the layup, but it won't count.
Got to dribble before you take a step.
Exactly. Gaither inbound the ball to Alexander.
13 seconds here to go. I'm sure the Indians are going to look for one here.
Nice Connolly gets crossed by Alexander. Spitsness now with the ball. Williams now puts up a 3, but it's off the front of the rim. Gaither with the layup, and it should have counted. And it will.
And it will.
Nice buzzer beater layup by Gaither, and then puts him up by 28. The Clearview cheerleaders will now come out. .28-point lead by the Indians. Down by 9 at one point.
In the last 2 quarters, Lenape has outscored them 46-11.
That's impressive.
46-11 and a half of basketball, second and third quarters.
That is
so there you see the score at the end of 3 quarters here from Lenape High School. The Lenape Indians 58, the Clearview Pioneers 30. And Jack, I think I can safely predict here, Jack, that there will be basketball to be played here at Lenape High School this Saturday.
Oh, yes, it will. Start of the 4th quarter. Underway. McNichols will check back in this game. So will D'Alfonso. Spitsness will inbound the ball for the Indians. Indians will start off with the ball in the 4th quarter. Williams coming out to the backcourt. And we'll start off this 4th quarter. Gives it to Cortez. Looking for someone open. Finds Gaither. Gaither finds Alexander. Nice passing from the Indians. Gives it to Spitness. Gaither finds Cortez. Nice layup by Cortez. And they are up 60-30. Thomas driving in on Williams. Cortez with some nice defense. Missed layup. Cortez now with the board. Gives it to Williams. Williams will bring it up. Gives it to Matt Alexander. Williams gives it to Gaither. Cortez at the top of the key. Gives it to Alexander. Finds Spitsness. Nice passing from the Indians once again. Gaither with a pump fake. Gets blocked by McNichols.
Nice defense. Yeah, you can
Connolly.
give Clearview a lot of credit for playing tough defense, down by 30 in the 4th quarter.
Thomas pulls up, and it'll be off the front of the rim. Gaither with a nice rebound.
So, barring a complete meltdown here by the Indians, they're going to host either Cherokee or Atlantic City here on Saturday.
Either team that comes that'll be a great matchup. Cortez now driving on McNichols. Miller comes and helps. Nice lay up by Eli Williams. Another basket for him. That's 4 points on the night for him. Thomas now with the ball. Almost stolen by Cortez. D'Alfonso with a 3, but it's in and out. Clearview cannot put down a shot tonight. Alexander brings up the ball. Alexander gives it to Spitsness. Spitsness driving in. Nice reverse layup by Spitsness. Another basket for him, as most of his points has been from the free throw line. Connolly will bring it up. Finds Thomas. Looking for McNichols, but he tries to give it to Miller, but Cortez will tip it out, and subs will come in. Jake Cashmere will come in, and John Fenton will also come in. John Fenton, Jr., stands at 6'2". Jake Cashmere stands at 6'6" and is a senior. Jake Cashmere
Finally,
against Riley.
McNichols is back into the game.
Yeah. A foul by Cashmere. It'll be
First personal foul.
third team foul.
Looks like Riley can go into the line.
Yeah.
While he's shooting a couple free throws, we'd like to thank our crew today. We've got Alex Chimino, Luke Harris, Scott Minshaw, Hannah Meyer, Matt Wrigley, Christina Figueroa, Ethan Binder, sideline, Gabby Turgeon doing an awesome job there. Scott Glossner here on the color and the play-by-play. Great job today by Jack Miller on the play-by-play.
Thank you, Scott. Much appreciated. Alexander will bring it up. Cashmere now with the ball. Finds Alexander. He gives it to Spitsness. Eli, nice cut. Same with John Fenton. Eli now in the corner. Nice screen. Makes him fall. Eli puts up a shot, but it's off the front of the rim, and Eli with not a good foul on Robinson. That'll be his first foul tonight.
Coach Wolf getting some of the subs in here now with 5.5 minutes to go and a commanding 32-point lead. They've doubled the Pioneers in points.
They've done that several times tonight.
Just incredible defense in that second and third quarter by the Indians.
McNichols now puts up a three, and it's off the front of the rim, and it'll be Indians' ball.
Sometimes you just don't have your A game, and that's certainly what some of the Clearview players don't have their A game here since that first quarter, and 4 seniors in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And this could be the end of their high school career. And that's the only sad thing when you do playoffs.
Exactly.
You realize as a senior that this is going to be it.
Yeah, this is your last game. And it has to end on a loss. That just even sucks more.
Yeah, there's very few teams that win the last one, right?
Exactly, yeah. Nice passing from the Indians. Eli Williams now with the ball. Finds John Fenton. Looking for someone open. Finds Cashmere. He gives it to Alexander. Alexander gives it to a cutting Eli Williams, who almost makes the layup off the reverse, but it hits the front of the rim. Alexander with a nice steal off the fast break. Robinson was looking for Connolly, but he doesn't find him. Alexander gives it to Cashmere, finds Fenton. Fenton hesitates, trying to put it up, and it's in for an and one. John Fenton, his first basket of the night is an and one foul. And they're now up 66-32. They'll go to the line for one. A few more people will check in. We got Elijah Smith, number 32, and Jack Nimella. Jack is a 6'2" forward who is a senior, and Elijah is a 10th grader who stands at 5'10". Connolly finds Robinson, and there'll be a foul on the floor. No shot. Be on Elijah Smith. Be his first foul tonight. Eli will now be out. Number 15, Aiden Anderson, sophomore, stands at 6'2", will now check in. Robinson inbounding the ball. Nice steal by Aiden, but he gets shoved, and it'll be an offensive foul by Delfonso. And a technical will be on Delfonso. That is his first technical.
Well, that'll be his 5th personal foul, son. He's a senior, so that's his last game, and that's frustration.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shame, but it's frustration, bottom line. So Lenape will send somebody to line to shoot 2 shots with the technical and get possession of the ball. So.
Oh, it's 2 shots. I thought it was 1.
I believe in high school it's still 2.
Okay. DeCont will now check in. Meese is also checking in for the Clearview Pioneers. Jake Cashmer will take these technical free throws. Misses the first one, but it's all right. He's got a second one before they get the ball back. Up by 35. Cashmer will make his second one. And it'll be Indians ball again. Jack Nimella will inbound the ball. Robinson with some nice D. He gives it to Anderson. Anderson finds Nimella. Gives it to Smith. Tip ball by Robinson. It'll be Indians ball. Elijah Smith will bring it in, or inbound the ball for the Indians. A risky pass by Smith, and it'll be a jump ball. Zach Marshall in this game now, too. He's a senior, stands at 6'5". Thomas will bring it up. Nimella is guarding him. That'll be a foul. That'll be
I think that's going to be a
blocking
block.
foul.
Yeah.
Zach Marshall with the foul. His first foul tonight. That's his 6th.
It's going to put Dom Thomas on the line for 2 shots.
Thomas goes to the line. Haven't seen many free throws from Clearview. And he misses the first one.
That's a good point. That's they've only had 2, 4. That's their 5th, and they're 2 out of 5.
Yeah. They need to make their free throws, but even though it's only been 5. But Thomas will miss both.
And 2 for 6.
Yeah. I think he's missed all of them. I think he went to the line twice, didn't he?
Nope. Thomas, 2 free throws. Riling, 2 for 2. And D'Alfonso, 0 for 2.
That is Anderson with a nice layup off a cut. Elijah Smith, excuse me, got the assist on that one. Nice cut by Anderson. Connolly finds DeCont. DeCont trying to drive in on Zach Marshall. Misses the layup. And Robinson will get the ball, get the rebound. Robinson with a nice pass fake. Nice Euro as well. Marshall trips, turns it over, and that'll be a foul on Thomas, and it'll be Indians ball. Nimella will inbound the ball. Number 35, Jamil Yassin will come in. Thomas will be subbed out. He's a junior. He'll be back next year for the Pioneers. Smith bringing it up, gives it to Marshall. Marshall looking for an open man, tries to, but tipped by Yassin. Yassin trying to drive in on Marshall. Marshall with another foul. That is his 2nd in this quarter and tonight. Yassin will be his first trip to the line, shooting 2 free throws. Misses the first one. Now Giovanni Still will sub into this game. John Fenton will sit out. Number 44, Teki Clark will now sub in as well. And Anderson will come out. Yassin will make the free throw. It'll be 70-33. 2:51 left in this game. Smith bringing it up.
Remember, they had 19 points in the first quarter.
Yep, 19.
14 the rest of the game.
14 the rest of the game. Clark looking for someone. He finds Smith's. Marshall with a nice screen for Smith. Marshall now with the ball. Going in for the layup. Should be a foul, but it wasn't called. Marshall almost gets his own rebound and will turn it over to Clearview.
Possession Lenape.
Yeah.
2 Clearview players fighting for the ball. I like the hustle, I like the aggression, but you got to know who your teammates are.
Yeah. Smith inbounding it, gives it to Clark. Clark in the corner looking for someone open. He finds Still. Smith gives it to Marshall.
That was almost a walk there.
Nimella now with the ball. Oh, that was almost a walk as well. Marshall now with the ball, trying to drive in on the Clearview, and it'll be a foul, but it's a charge.
Well, Zach Marshall's picked up a quick 3 fouls since he's come in, I believe. That's what I have him for. 2,
It's
I'm
their
sorry.
8th foul.
But it's a possession foul, so you don't shoot
Yeah.
for Clearview.
Yasin now with the ball, trying to drive in on Lenape. Will be no good off the layup. Marshall with a pass to Clark. Clark will keep it in bounds. Smith trying to give it back to Clark, but Clark will not get there in time. Coley Lewis now in this game. Robinson pulls up a 3 and bang. Clark.
Now that's a long distance
That's
3
a
ball.
long 3. They've had 2 long 3s this game. 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth. 1 by Reiling, 1 by Robinson. Still gives it to Smith, gives it to Marshall, gives it to Namella. Everyone has had the ball on Lenape.
And that's
it'll be a
reach
blocking foul. A reach, excuse me.
Shaquez Coley Lewis.
Yep. 1:16 left in the game. Now I think it's safe to say now that the Indians will play on Saturday.
You have a tremendous grasp of the obvious, Jack.
I know.
I'm impressed.
I know.
Must have gone to my school for that.
Smith will now bring it up. Minute 12.
Oh, nice save.
Nice save by Namella.
Oh,
tipped by
Here we
Coley
go. Coming
Smith.
right this way. There you go. Did you like that? You like that little chest pass?
Yeah, that was
Always
nice
got to be
little
alert
reflex.
while on the air.
Yeah. Nice little reflex from Scott.
Probably didn't get that on camera either. Could have been my swan song here.
Could have been the play of the game. Who knows?
That's good. I like that, Jack.
Zach Marshall now at the ball, trying to post up Yasin. Nice move, but steal by Robinson. Nice dribbles from Robinson. Coley Lewis now with a nice layup.
Yeah, and that's a smart play by the Lenape,
Yeah.
number 32.
Clark
Elijah
giving it to
Smith,
Smith.
not the foul.
Smith goes in on Dakan, gets a nice layup. Pours the lead on some more. Marshall with a steal and gets fouled. Marshall with a nice steal and will go to line for 2. Be a shooting foul for number 2. That is Robinson.
So Zach Marshall goes to the line.
Marshall misses the first. He has 1 more though.
Very, very impressive game by Lenape, especially the
Oh, yeah.
last. Especially the
And it
last.
goes in and out. Marshall almost getting his first free throw of the night.
Especially the last 3
Yeah.
quarters of tonight's game.
Meese
Oh,
with a nice
little
layup.
move.
Left-handed layup by Meese. First bucket tonight. Still will bring up the ball. 14 seconds. I think they'll just dribble it out at this point. But they're just going to keep moving the ball around. Namella with the ball. 5 seconds remaining. Namella gives it to Smith. And that'll be the end of the game. Lenape Indians will move on to the semifinals as they win 72-40 against the Clearview Pioneers. Phenomenal 3 quarters from the Lenape Indians.
First quarter, they looked a little shaky, but
They
more
did.
importantly, Clearview came out red hot. When the Indians turned up the defensive level in quarters 2, 3, and half of 4 until the subs came in, you saw a team that was totally balanced, both offensively and defensively, and one that Clearview could not overcome this afternoon.
Yeah.
So as the fans filter out here of
They scored
gym.
19 in the first quarter, 19 in the for the rest of the 3 quarters. Lenape Indians win 72-40 against the Clearview Pioneers, and Lenape Indians will move on to the semifinals.
And we will be back with our play and players of the game following these messages.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law. Representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Tucci's Mini Hoagies. Mini Hoagies, catering trays, and grab-and-go salads. 856-888-1853. Online at tucci'smini.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
We are back from Lenape High School after the Lenape Indians steamrolled through the Clearview Pioneers 72-40.
Good choice of words. They really did steamroll after that first quarter.
Yeah. Lenape, the Pioneers scored 19 in the first quarter, and player of the game. It's now time for the Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game. 1-800-896-RECON or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Let's send it down to Gabrielle Turgeon, standing by for the interview.
Here is sophomore Derek Simpson, player of the game. So Derek, what does it feel like to know that your team is moving on to the next round of playoffs?
It's a great feeling, knowing that we got past this team because we knew we would have maybe some problems with them. It was definitely a good win, especially at home by more than 20 points. So I'm happy for the team.
That's so exciting. So what are your personal goals for the rest of the season?
To win 2 more games and win the section. We've already got one win, one goal out of the way, which is win the division. So now we have the section, and that's it.
That is so exciting. I'm so looking forward to that. And last question, what worked overall for you and the team today?
Defense. Yesterday we worked hard in practice, and we knew what we had to do coming into this game, and it was play defense. Offense will come, but defense got to be there first.
All right, thank you so much. Now back to you.
Very humble young man,
Yeah.
Mr. Simpson. Very
Yeah.
humble to talk about the team and putting the team's goals ahead of any individual goals. That's impressive.
Yeah, nice team player from Simpson.
So fans are filtering out here. Happy fans
Yeah,
for the
happy
most part,
fans,
the
yeah.
Indians.
Except for the Clearview section, but it's now time to take a look at the Allstate Good Hands play of the game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC, 609-654-1426, or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands. This is Simpson's
the steal. Yep, nice. One of his 3 steals that I had him for statistically, and goes in, and I looked like he wanted to dunk it, couldn't get up, and he almost ended up missing it. Got a couple of nice favorable bounces, but he did finish. And you know, in retrospect, if that doesn't go in, boy, he would have got a little ribbon from his teammates, wouldn't he?
He would have. Yeah.
So, but a nice job all around by the Indians, especially with our player of the game involved in the play of the game, number 3, Derek Simpson. Just a sophomore, so a lot of time left here in the red, black and gray of the Lenape Indians uniforms.
Matt Wolf will have some fun with Derek Simpson for the next 2 years. So.
Yes, he will. That's absolutely right, Jack.
LDTV Sports Productions are available online at youtube.com/Lenape District TV and for purchase at www.lrhsd.org/LDTV copies. If you guys want to buy this game, just do that. And then check the LDTV Sports website for a complete schedule of the playoff coverage. Next game will be of basketball playoffs, either of Lenape boys or Lenape girls.
Or Cherokee
Or Cherokee,
girls.
yeah. Or Cherokee
we'll have to
girls.
wait and see what happens with the playoffs play out.
Yeah.
But make sure you check that LDTV Sports website.
Yeah. Cherokee girls are first in the girls.
First seed
in
and
the
Lenape second. So
Lenape second, yeah.
if everything holds, that'll be a game played in the future. So there you see the final score here from Lenape High School. The Lenape Indians go to 20-8 and move to the South Jersey Group 4 semifinals with a 72-40 win over the Clearview Pioneers. For everybody here at LDTV, including Jack Miller and Gabby Turgeon, this is Scott Clarkson saying so long, and we'll see you next time right here on LDTV Sports.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans